Does the question of what's for dinner give you instant anxiety because you're scared of triggering your reflux? If so, you're not alone, and it doesn't have to be that way. I'm Molly Pelletier, registered dietitian and reflux specialist, and I have been where you are. I suffered with GERD for over a decade, and I was able to wean off all acid suppression and reintroduce my favorite foods back in. Today, I'm showing you 3 super easy, gut-nourishing, reflux-friendly recipes that you can use for meal prep to set yourself up for success. Because one of the reasons you may not be making progress with your GERD, reflux, LPR is because 1, you don't like the food you're eating, or 2, you don't have a plan going into the week. These meals are convenient, evidence-based for supporting gut health, and also super reflux-friendly. We are ditching the plain chicken and rice, you guys. In fact, you're gonna wanna stick around for the last recipe because it is one of my favorite comfort foods and has significantly helped me support my gut lining and overall digestion. And I've remixed it to be 100% reflux-free with thanks to Gourmand Foods, which is the sponsor of today's video. Let's get cooking. I recently posted on Instagram this reel about how if you don't like having food before your coffee, try again. But the thing is, when you have reflux, you cannot be skipping breakfast. Breakfast is probably the most important meal when it comes to reflux because we want to be front-loading our nutrition. What I mean by that is having a good breakfast, a solid lunch, afternoon snack, and a lighter dinner. This pattern of eating is far and out the best pattern when it comes to acid reflux, and you can trust me because I've worked with hundreds of people with reflux, and I have a private practice that helps hundreds of people every single month. So you gotta be having breakfast, my friends. And this is one of the easiest ways to set yourself up for success. If it's already ready, you can just cut a slice and warm it up. This is really going to help you have breakfast and, more importantly, food before coffee. Okay, first things first, grab a cutting board, a sheet of parchment paper on top of a cooking sheet or a baking pan, and then wash a large sweet potato and 3 carrots. You're also gonna use these for a recipe later, so this is really time saving, and I love using multiple ingredients in multiple recipes because it's budget saving. Sweet potatoes are a superfood when it comes to acid reflux and gut health. They are rich in beta carotene, which is an antioxidant to help reduce inflammation, and also fiber to help keep you regular and support optimal gut health. Not to mention they're super affordable and available at most grocery stores. Oh, and also don't forget to preheat your oven to 375 degrees Fahrenheit so these are ready to go. I used to feel completely overwhelmed when it came to nutrition with my reflux. I would go into the grocery store and just feel totally lost and not sure what to choose. There's so much misinformation when it comes to reflux and gut health. Everywhere you turn, someone is saying something different. And to be honest, what I have found works is balance. So if we get too extreme, high carb, no fat, that often doesn't work long term because you do need a little bit of fat to support optimal hormone function, regularity. But then if we get so far in this other direction with like keto diet, no carbs, that often really doesn't work for a lot of people. And the extremes can be harmful for your gut health. So thinking about having a fiber-filled carb like sweet potato or quinoa, a vegetable for fiber, and then protein at your meals, these 3 main components, this is super balanced and I find works for a lot of people to just simplify. Okay, our veggies are all nice and chopped, and I'm going to season them with Gourmand reflux-friendly seasonings, which I'm really excited to show you. Gourmand Foods has been an absolute lifesaver for both myself and my clients. Everything they make is organic, low FODMAP certified, and 100% clean ingredients. No gums, fillers, or natural flavors. Their seasonings and their broths are made with the green tops of allium vegetables like scallions, leek greens, and chives. You get deep flavor, savory flavor without garlic or onion bulbs, making them reflux-friendly and LPR-friendly. All the spices are freeze-dried, not heat-treated. Gourmand also works directly with US farms to source rare, gut-friendly ingredients grown just for Gourmand. Everything is made in small batches in the US with a focus on quality and digestibility. I recommend Gourmand because they can help make our foods so delicious while on a IBS or reflux healing journey. Their products are low FODMAP and gentle, but every bit as flavorful. I know that you are going to love them as much as I do. The link to shop Gourmand and learn more about them is in the description of this video. Or you can head to gourmandfoods.com. Into the oven they go for like 20 minutes. And while those are cooking, you can get started on the rest of this recipe, which is, I haven't even told you yet, we are making a harvest egg bake. Next step, Add 8 eggs into a bowl and whisk them. If you don't do full egg yolks right now, you could do egg whites. If you're egg free, you could also blend tofu, and that could be the base of your harvest bake. Eggs are a rich source of choline. They're actually like a little multivitamin because they contain every vitamin except vitamin C. Contrary to popular belief, eggs do not increase your serum cholesterol. They are actually a very reflux-friendly food. If you notice symptoms with eggs, you could try egg whites. Now I'm gonna season this with some salt and some of the gourmand garlic chive powder for a little bit more flavor, and also the garlic chive salt, but it's also delicious just as is. This recipe is from my acid reflux healing app, the Flora app. It actually calls for a little bit of low-fat cottage cheese, but I don't have that, so I'm gonna be skipping that and adding a little bit of low-fat feta cheese into my recipe, but if you're dairy-free, you could totally skip it. By the way, if you see anyone demonizing eggs on social media, ask for their credentials and ask for references. Most people are deficient in magnesium, and magnesium is an essential mineral for digestion and gut support. Magnesium is at the center of the chlorophyll molecule, so green foods like dark leafy greens are a great way to get in magnesium. I'm only adding about half of the sheet pan of the sweet potato because we're gonna use this for our meal prep as well to have a little bit of extra veggies for our next meals. And I'm adding feta, but you could absolutely skip this step if you are dairy-free. I'm adding a little bit of fresh dill, but you could totally skip this or sub for another herb that you like. How good does that look? That is so good. The dill is actually really, really nice with this, so I highly recommend it. Just sort of elevates it if you're making this for a family. But yeah, I would warm this up, maybe have some toast with it if I need a little bit extra carbs that day, but this is a complete meal in itself because you've got your eggs for protein, your sweet potato for carbs, and your veggies with the carrots. Enjoy. Okay, so here's the trap that a lot of my clients and myself fall into that could be really sabotaging your progress with your reflux healing journey. And that is not having a plan when it comes to lunch. Lunch is a super important meal of the day because ideally lunch should be larger than dinner. If you are struggling with reflux, lunch needs to contain protein, a complex carbohydrate, and a plant. And what happens when we get busy is sometimes we just reach for a bag of chips. Is a bag of chips the worst thing for reflux? Not really, but it's not giving you the nutrients that your gut needs to thrive and all of the fiber and micronutrients that your body needs to heal. So we're gonna be making a meal prep lunch. The base for this lunch is spaghetti squash, which is nutrient-rich, reflux-friendly, and IBS-friendly base for a bowl or a pasta dish. And we're gonna also be making a reflux-friendly pasta sauce to go with it. All I've done so far is empty the spaghetti squash halves. Pro tip, if this is too hard to cut, bake it for like 10 minutes first. It will soften it up and then you can slice it and take out all of the seeds and the guts. So you have your empty spaghetti squash halves. You're just gonna spray with a little bit of avocado oil, add a little bit of salt, and then place them face down, open side down, on a parchment covered baking sheet. Pop them into the oven for like 30 minutes at 375 Fahrenheit. Now we are making a super, super easy turkey meatball recipe. You may have seen me make these in another video, starting with 99% lean ground turkey, adding some gourmand green onion salt, as well as the garlic skate powder, a little bit more fine grained sea salt, an egg, and just some regular breadcrumbs. Full recipe with measurements is down below in the description. What's great about this recipe is that it comes together in the oven. It would be delicious on its own, a little bit of olive oil, maybe some fresh herbs, salt. If you wanted, you could put a little bit of fresh Parmesan, but I'm gonna make a reflux-friendly pasta sauce that uses no tomato. The base is going to be sweet potato. You can use some of the leftover roasted sweet potato that you have from the morning harvest bake we made for breakfast. So I'm adding the meat, not the skin, of 2 small sweet potatoes. And I'm honestly just winging this based on all of the Flora pasta sauces that we have on the app. It's kind of a combination of the high protein butternut squash pasta sauce and the miso sweet potato sauce. Gourmand green onion salt, garlic skate powder, a little bit of salt, and then about an ounce of Parmesan. For some liquid, you could do water, but I'm gonna add about 1/4 cup of the chicken bone broth from Gourmand. And again, I'm kind of weighing this because I make the sauces like this a lot, so I kind of know the ratio. But if it comes out too thick, just add a little bit more water or broth. If it comes out too thin, you can add a little bit more sweet potato, some tofu, or even some cashews to thicken it up. I don't have any lemons, but lemon zest in this would actually be delicious. Lemon zest is reflux friendly. You could totally add that for a little bit of a lemon flavor. To brighten it up, I'm also going to be adding some fresh dill from our harvest bake. But if you have cilantro, parsley, that could also work. As you can see, mine wasn't really blending well, so I had to add a little bit more bone broth. You could definitely add a little bit extra water, olive oil, and if you are dairy-free, you could definitely do this with cashews or tofu. You're gonna wanna give this a taste. I really like this. I think the dill makes it really nice and fresh. If you don't use Parmesan, it's not gonna have as much of like a cheesy flavor, so you could also do some nutritional yeast in here, and that could give it that like cheesy umami flavor. I know it doesn't look great, but it's gonna be really, really good on top of the spaghetti squash. This is how you get the spaghetti from the squash. Take 2 forks and start to pull, and that's also how you know it's done, is when the spaghetti strands easily come out. If you are someone who feels like their acid reflux gets worse after dinner or worse at night, you're not alone. This is super common. This was the case for me and so many of my clients. And also, if you're someone that feels like when you eat dinner, the food just kind of sits in your stomach, doesn't really get digested, this next tip is for you. I want you to think about something easy to digest. So like a cooked lean protein like chicken, salmon, shrimp, and also a cooked vegetable. When you cook your vegetables, it does make them a little bit easier to digest. Not to say you can't have a salad, but if you are someone who's feeling like this food is just like a rock in my stomach, it's not digesting, first of all, you might want to think about taking digestive enzymes or working with a dietitian to help support your digestion. But in the meantime, your dinner should be something easy to digest. So I'm going to show you one of my favorite easy to digest, gut nourishing dinner recipes, which is my gut nourishing chicken soup. If you've been following me for a while, you may have seen me make this before, but this is my go-to meal prep. So I will link the recipe down below. It's also on the Flora app along with hundreds of other reflux friendly recipes, but this is what I'm gonna be making for dinner. So I prepped this gut nourishing chicken soup yesterday, and it is the simplest, easiest recipe. So I start by chopping up a bunch of vegetables, pretty much whatever is left in my crisper, but I usually use carrots, green beans, celery, and I saute those up with some olive oil, and then I will add bone broth. Bone broth is a wonderful source of gut nourishing amino acids to support the gut lining. One of the reasons that some people have digestive health issues or even autoimmune conditions can be something called intestinal permeability. So intestinal permeability is when the enterocytes, the cells of the gut lining, the tight junctions in between them are a little bit loose. So you may have heard the term leaky gut, and this is when those tight junctions are a little bit loose in between the cells of the gut lining. And so in eating things like bone broth, amino acids, foods that are rich in zinc, as well as glycine, this can really help to strengthen the gut lining. So this is one of my favorite things when I'm feeling sick or post Hyrox race when I'm just needing a little bit more gut support. So then I let everything cook. I'll add in the chicken, let that cook, and then I'll take it out. Use a fork to shred the chicken, throw it back in, add some more salt and maybe dried thyme, sage, reflux friendly seasonings, and it is so delicious. I know you're gonna love it. If you are ready to finally take control of your reflux and find long-term healing and relief, then you're gonna want to subscribe to my channel so you can grab all of these amazing meal ideas, but also learn some of the roadblocks that might be limiting your progress. I released a video recently about the top mistakes that I see people making in their reflux journey, and you don't want to miss this one. So be sure to tap right here to watch this video and learn from my mistakes so that you don't make those same mistakes I did. Thank you so much for your support on my videos. It really means the world and helps me to continue to create this free content for you guys. Thank you for subscribing, comment, give this video a like, and I will see you in the next video.